Hey guys, it's Christy and thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to check in with you and see how your week was going. I hope that everybody's well. I'm here on my pop-up couch in my guest bedroom. But don't worry, as soon as the weather breaks, I will be in New York City every Friday around this time outside of Grand Central Station, just passing on some free advice. Hey Kevin, if I can just help one person a day, that's everything for me. It makes my life worthwhile, to be honest, you guys. So if we could all just help one person today, wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? Today I want to talk about something important that I think everybody can think about maybe and just spend a little time maybe tweaking. It is, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, okay? You. So we have you here, all right? And then we have the 5 people you spend the most time with. Hi, Poppy Kevin. I love you too. Hey, listen, of all people to be on this live video right now, Kevin is one of my all-time favorite people. Kev, you are just such a stand-up person. I mean, you're such a wonderful father, grandfather, man. Like you just exude character and just gratitude and love, and if everyone could just be more like you, this would be an easy life, wouldn't it? I just want you to know that, seriously. You're such a wonderful person. But back to the 5 people we spend the most time with. So who are you spending time with? All right, if you're the average of the 5 people, who are these people? I mean, of course we have to spend, yes, we have to spend time with our spouses, and we have to spend time with the kids, of course, and they do count in this 5-person equation. So who are the others? And are the others in good health? Are they happy people? Are they spiritual people? Are they, I mean, it's important, because if some of your 5 people are not healthy and happy, then that's going to rub off on you. It just is, guys. So we should really take time, and evaluate who we're keeping close to us. Okay. Now, what I'm saying is, you don't want to just cut people out of your life. That's not right. That is not what I'm saying. Don't cut people out. Okay. But if someone's kind of like a dead weight, right? Like almost like a cancer, because they're always depressed, they're always broke, they're always complaining about their weight, they're always fighting with their spouse, or their kids hate them, or whatever. Do you really want that close to you? No, you don't. And it's actually really dangerous to have that kind of person close to you all the time. Hey, Toot. Speaking of someone I love, hi, Tootie. So let's be careful about who we're keeping close to us, okay? So try to just do yourself a favor. When you have time, write down the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Just write their names on a piece of paper, okay? Now, I want to just dig a little deeper with this and say that you may only have 3 people that you spend the most time with, but then there's 2 other influences in your life. Let's just say you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast every day without fail, all right? So he's in your ear. He's actually got me. Hey, Danny. If you're listening to Joe Rogan's podcast every day, that's awesome. I happen to love Joe Rogan's podcast, but that is an influence. That would be considered someone who's influencing your thoughts, feelings, and and actions, okay? So you can include someone like that in your 5 if you have to. And that's important. So, that is it. Whoever's closest to you that's influencing you the most, write down those 5 people or names. And then from there, you're going to, underneath that, you're going to write down on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are these people doing? Including your kids, how well are they doing emotionally, financially, spiritually? Are they in a good place? Because most likely, that's pretty much a good gauge of how you're doing. Right? And we can kind of switch this around at any time. If someone in your life has been a dead weight for too long, well, it's time to kind of, give them a new spot in your life, but not the top 5, right? Not close to you, right? We have a space for them, but not, let's be a little more careful about that. Also, I'm going to talk about frequency. Frequency is big. And I know Danny, my buddy, is a police officer, so he would know that. Oh, it's Danny. Oh, hi, Dan. Oh, Pat. Hey, Pat. Anyone who, Danny's not a police officer, he's a DJ. Hi, Dan. Frequency is important. So what frequency means is when you wake up in the morning and leave your house, whatever you see or hear is for you to see and hear. It's for you. Okay, now, what does that mean? Well, if you are in a supermarket and you overhear two people in front of you talking, you heard that for a reason. Those words were meant for you to hear. If you're driving down the road and you see someone, broken down on the side of the road and they're standing outside their car smoking a cigarette, again, meant for you to see. You were there for a reason. There's no coincidences in life, guys. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, and you see and hear and are places that you should be all the time. That's all on your frequency. Now, what you do with that is up to you. But the more aware of this stuff that you are, the better decisions you can make. So, for instance, if I was driving down the road and I saw someone, broken down, and they were standing outside, I would, of course, not put myself in any danger, but I may drive up with the window down a little bit and say, like, do you need help? Can I call someone for you? Try to be a good Samaritan. Or I could choose to say a prayer for them. That doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't cost them, it's not dangerous. It's something I can do. It's an anonymous gift I could give someone, right? Just think about them. Take time to stop texting, get out of my own head, and hey, listen, I'm supposed to be seeing this right now, so what can I do to help? That's all we should be doing, guys. What can we all do to help? If we all got up in the morning and just thought about that, what a difference that would make, right? Like, for our kids, for our relationships, for the way we feel about ourselves. What can we do to help? That's what you can do. You can say a prayer. I hope that person has a better day, and I hope they get home safe. It takes 3 seconds, all right? And it's anonymous, and it's beautiful. So frequency is important. Pay attention to what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and who's around you. It's all happening for a reason. It's all part of your story. It's not by coincidence. If you actually take time to just maybe just close your eyes and just be alone for a few minutes, which is hard for us to do sometimes, but if you could, you'd be surprised what you think about. And you'll probably think about someone you haven't seen in a while or heard from in a while. And I guarantee you pick up the phone to call them, and they'll be shocked because they probably were just thinking about you at that moment. Again, all for a reason. People come into our lives for a reason, and they leave for a reason, okay? But it's important to see what's going on around you. Also, let's talk about relationship building. If you're in a relationship with someone now, are you working hard to build that relationship? Are you taking it for granted, or are you actually putting love and time into it? If you're not, then it's falling apart. If you're not actively trying to build something with someone, then and this goes for your kids, this goes for your friends, this goes for yourself, this goes for any relationship in your life. If you're not actively trying to build it, then it is crumbling as we speak. And that sounds harsh, I know, but it's the truth. Can we constantly build everything in our life? Well, no, but we can take a day here and a day there to kind of work on things, right? Little acts of kindness for anyone in our life is important. And take time, too, to maybe ask people in our lives, hey, let me check in with you. How's it going? How are you feeling? Is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can do to help you feel better? Do you need help with anything? Kids, too, guys. If the best thing a parent can hear from their kid is, hey, listen, Mom, Dad, do you need help with anything? And that's just the best thing ever. So it's contagious. When you start thinking this way, trust me when I tell you, everyone else will kind of follow suit. People want to help people. We do, and it's important to build on what you have now. Don't take it for granted. Seriously, don't take who you have for granted. One more thing I want to mention before I wrap it up is people that are just doing things because they are hoping for a thank you or a pat on the back. It's never going to make you happy, you guys, if you're just hoping for that. Don't even bother. Don't bother giving a gift. Don't bother giving a compliment. Don't bother doing anything if you're hoping for that recognition, okay? Because that's not, they're poisonous gifts. They really are. If the best thing you can do is just give without wanting anything in return. Anything. Just give it away. that's very simple, but I know it's hard for some people to do because they're just, you know, they're hoping that that person's going to notice and I'm going to get credit for it and all that. And something happened recently. I have a friend of mine that she was trying to get some food together, cook some food for people that were in a bad spot, right? They were, I guess they were not making any money and they were hungry. So my friend and her friend got some food together and they were trying to give this food away and raise money. But the people that continued to contribute to this fund wanted evidence that, you know, this money and food was actually going to these people. They wanted the recognition, you know, they wanted pictures of people eating the food that they, you know, they helped to buy and all that stuff. That's not love. That's not giving. That's just, that sucks. I mean, if you can just give for the sake of giving, just do it, guys. And what a difference that makes in your day. All right. So if you have any questions about anything, please reach out to me. So nice of you guys to join. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And tell whoever's in your life that you are in love with them, if they're your partner, of course. And if they're your kids, tell them how special they are to you and how much they mean to you, and ask them all if there's anything more you could do, okay, to help them feel happier and make their life easier. That's what we're here for, guys. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.